Hello guys, this is Mike with BTR Budget Tech Reviews, and this is the part 2 review video of the Moto G by Boost Mobile. And the first thing I'm going to do is get a quadrant standard score for you guys. That way you guys know what this phone is benchmarking. I've gotten a decent high score on this, about 8,000, and I already cleared out the apps. So let's take a look and see what we got going here, guys. Okay, we're just about done with the quadrant standard score. Sorry, I like to skip through the little video clips and everything because I feel like it's just a waste of time. Okay, let's take a look, and that's because I cleared out all the apps. This phone scored an 8819, guys. So keep in mind, this has a quad-core processor with 1 gig of RAM, and it's scoring almost 9,000, and that's with all the apps that I have installed so far. So there's about 2 gigs left of memory on this phone that I want to fill out before I finish reviewing, just to see how it works. And that's because I already updated this phone to Android 4.4 KitKat. Now, if you guys didn't see my KitKat video, I just made a small video, and I recently updated this phone to KitKat Android 4.4.2, so has the latest version of Android, guys. So if you're looking for a phone that has the latest build of Android and want to spend less than $200, this is it, especially by Boost Mobile. Okay, let's take a look. I wanted to get a messaging app, and I guess, hold on, let's take a look here, because I don't want to, let's take a look at, this is a message from Boost or whatever, and let me actually go and delete the messages that I have there, because I don't want to be giving away numbers of such, especially from my friends. So let's go ahead and delete those. But you can see that the numbers here are from Boost Mobile messages. So the keyboard on this phone comes with Google's keyboard, the stock Google keyboard, and if you guys know about it, it has swipe functionality, so I can say like, hey, what's up? But of course, you know, I'm not used to this 4.5-inch touchscreen because I use the Nexus 5, and that's a little bigger. So just put hey, and then how's it going? And it put hey, goes it going. So you're gonna get a little bit of stutter. The keyboard does have haptic feedback, and if you guys don't know what haptic feedback is, it's basically just a fancy term for screen vibration when you touch it. So when you touch it, it does vibrate. So if you guys want to save a little battery, you can turn that feature off. It's not a feature that's a necessity, but I like haptic feedback because I feel like I work better on the keyboard with it rather than having it turned off. I feel like I make more mistakes when I have haptic feedback turned off. I feel like it needs to vibrate when I touch the keys. So, and if not, like I said, you can use swipe functionality just to be like hi and stuff like that. And you can see it says hi. So going forward from the keyboard, the messaging app is pretty stock. This phone does have Google Hangouts. You can't really change the way this one looks as far as settings go. I mean, basic SMS settings. You can turn off group messaging, and you can just change the notification and the sound, and you can actually change the notification ringtone per person depending. So that's the stock one. This phone does have Google Hangouts, by the way. And I've been talking a little bit with my colleague Rob Escobar on it. You know, he's right there on the very top. And basically, Hangouts, I have it on my Nexus 5. Here's my Nexus 5, guys, right here, right? But the Nexus 5 Hangouts and this Hangouts is basically the same thing. You can video chat, you can call out. I find a lot of people don't like Hangouts, but I'm actually finding the swipe gesturing to make it a little easier, because you can go to a message, and if you want to go back, you can just swipe left to go back, especially from here. Like, instead of having to press the button all the way on the very top left to go back, you just swipe left to go back. So it's not hard at all to get a hold of. And of course, you can archive your messages by just swiping left like that. And it says Google Hangout Archive. I can undo that by pressing undo. So it's not too much different than the regular SMS from the standard SMS feature, but it's one thing that, you know, I just wanted to note that you can put Hangouts as your default SMS. And of course, if you guys don't like either, you can change that to something else that you want to do. Now I wanted to get gaming in this video because I feel like this phone has a good enough processor to show gaming, but I will actually do that in the next video because I'm going to probably try to make that video 5 to 10 minutes long. And I want you guys to see the graphic quality of this phone and stutteriness, lag, etc. Anything that goes with gaming on this phone. So I want to talk about Android 4.4.2 KitKat. After updating this phone to KitKat, I did notice that it tended to stutter and lag a little more. Now I don't know if that's just like an update because of the update, but I did notice that KitKat kind of made this phone lag a little bit. So just keep that in mind, guys. When you do update this phone to KitKat, you might feel like it seems to stutter a little bit, but the phone still is very fluid. As you can see there, I'm going back and forth with my swipe gestures, and everything seems to be in check, and so forth. I mean, there you go. And maybe because I have widgets going on the screen, so not too sure. But I mean, the phone still is very fluid even after the 4.4 KitKat update. So just keep that in mind. Now let's go to apps like Facebook and Instagram, etc. Now here's my main feed. I'm gonna just get away from that really quick. I'm gonna go to my budget tech review like page. If you guys haven't liked my budget tech reviews like page, go ahead and like it. I try to update from there with news and stuff like that, especially when I'm doing reviews. So anytime I put up a video, you can, and if you don't check YouTube that often, you can check here and you'll see that I post videos there. But Facebook seems to work very good. I have no issues with Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. All the apps work really good. There you go. I can get my finger on that. But as you can see, the app has no issues as far as lag and stutteriness goes. Now, of course, you're going to get lag when things are updating, especially while you're using an app. So let's go to Instagram here, and I will take a selfie of myself while taking this video. So just so you guys can see, yes, Instagram works. I haven't tested Vine, but all that is compatible. So let's take a selfie. There you go, and you know, I'm just gonna like that and upload and put me, and that's it. And I'll upload it, and as you can see there, uploads really quick. I'm on Wi-Fi, of course. This is a 3G phone, so if you guys, you know, are out there, out and about, and not connected to Wi-Fi, give or take, the upload time might vary. So just keep that in mind, that it's going to vary if you're just running off the network, the pure network. Here's the social apps I got going on: Facebook, Instagram, there's YouTube, Twitter, Google+, Snapchat, Netflix, and Kik. Now, I haven't really used Kik, but it's compatible with this app. So is Snapchat, so let's take a look. These are the games I'm going to test out in the next video. I'm going to test out Sonic Dash, Temple Run, Fruit Ninja, Real Racing 3, which is a really high-end graphic game, and of course Flappy Bird, everyone's favorite. And let's take a look. I don't really have too much going on there. So really on the next video, guys, I'm going to try to get camera and gaming on. That way you guys can take a look how the camera and gaming goes. There's one app I really wanted to talk about, and that's the FM radio. Now, the FM radio app only works if you have something plugged into the headphone jack on the very top. So here it's going to tell you, please plug in your headphone, that they act as an antenna. So take for instance me. I have a card which radio does not work, basically. Well, the antenna on the radio is kind of jacked up, but I do have a system and I have an auxiliary port, and when I connect this to the auxiliary port, I'm able to actually access the radio stations that I'm not able to access from my car antenna. So I think that's one little feature that is pretty good, I guess. Here's the stations in my area, and I just really like that. And let's see, I haven't really downloaded too much apps. I mean, I have only about 2 gigs left on here, but I'm going to try, like I said, to fill it out a little more. Maybe put some more games and just a little more apps to fill it out. That way I can see. But so far this phone, fluid-wise, still seems to be running pretty good. I mean, from time to time I do notice a little bit of stutterness, but that's because of the 1 gig of RAM. So just keep that in mind, that this phone is still really good. The processor runs great. I feel like it's the best bang for your buck basically right now. So keep an eye out, guys, for the part 3 video. And I said, any requests, please feel free to drop a comment, and I'll try. Like I said, I have this phone for a couple more weeks, so I'm gonna try to get as many videos as I possibly can. And if you guys want to see something, please drop a comment or leave me a message on Google Plus, or directly message me on my YouTube channel, and I'll see if I can work out that request for you on here. So thanks again, guys, for watching, and as always, please subscribe.